Hello and a very good afternoon, good morning. Welcome along to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us. If you have already been with us today on Wake Up Call, you'll have a bit of an idea as to what's coming up today. A little bit later on, it is going to be full speed ahead on what is going to be an amazing cartload. But before all that, we are going to, well, just take it back just a little bit, relax and craft along at a normal pace, if you like, on our award nominated show. This is all about you being able to craft along with us. We do it in real time, and then hopefully by the end of it you will have a fantastic finished project as well. As you can see, it is all about the Autumn Blessings collection. It's the first time that I've actually seen this live on a show. As Craig and I were saying earlier on, we previewed this a few weeks ago, and I know at launch it absolutely flew out the door. We've managed to put together a different bundle for you, which I will explain in more detail a little bit later on. But basically, if you haven't yet got this collection, you'll be able to buy it on the show today, and then you'll have a 2-hour craft along to come back to once you've got the product. If you've already got this collection, then this next 2 hours is going to be amazing for you, because you will be able to craft along in real time with, well, one of my absolute favourites over the other side of the studio. We were just chatting about how much we've missed each other, because we were trying to work out when the last time was that we worked together. I want to say it's probably 5, 6, 7 weeks. It is the giggly one herself, the lovely Debbie Fisher. How are you?
I'm really well, Ben. It's great to have you here, even though our poor Joe's had to go off poorly.
He's all right though.
He's all right. He is all right. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, it's great. It has been about 6 or 7 weeks.
It's been ages.
Where does the time go? I cannot believe we're coming to the end of September.
I know, it's crazy,
I mean,
right?
that's crazy. And it's actually what brought me onto the project today. So first of all, I'm going to apologise because the paper pad I'm using is out of stock. But I also know that millions of you, probably not millions, I'm over-exaggerating, thousands of you do have the paper pad. But if you don't, you can still craft along. As long as you've got a 12 by 12 paper pad, you can make this project. But we're going to be using other elements, and we just know that you love this autumn garden. So the first thing I thought, well, we're nearing the end of September, October's coming up, we've got Thanksgiving, we've got Halloween, so we're going to make this cute little slatted basket. It's super easy to do, honestly, and we're just going to have so much fun the next couple of hours.
Yes, and as I said, we are going to craft along in real time for you. So as always, you can get in touch and let us know how you're doing. Let us know from the off if you are going to be crafting along live with us. And as I say, once we get going, if there's anything you want repeated, anything you miss, you can let us know. We'll have like natural pauses over the course of the next couple of hours, so that by the end of it, we'll all have a fantastic finished project. Hopefully over the course of the last few days, you have seen the list of what you need to take part in the craft along. But if you haven't, here is Debbie with a full rundown of everything that you're going to need to take part in the craft along. What do we need?
Well, to start with, we're going to need the Nature's Garden Autumn Blessings 12 by 12 printed paper pad. But like I say, you can use any paper pad that you've got in your stock. Then we're going to use the luxury A4 mixed card pack. Again, any A4 card that you've got that will complement your printed paper pad. We're going to use the stamp and die set called Thanks, the acrylic stamp pumpkin patch. We need your tri-blend brushes, tri-blend brush markers in your coral, your dark red, your burnt orange and alpine green, and then some black matte card. Now the additional elements, I should just say my words and not read off the screen, that's what it is, isn't it? So if you grab your Gemini Mini, but actually any die cutting machine that you've got is going to suffice, but everything will go through the Gemini Mini. Your scoreboard and a scoring tool, some tacky glue, your red liner tape, some 3D glue gel, some scissors, your stamping platform or your rocker blocks, whichever you've got at hand. And I'm using the alcohol proof finesse, the pebble ink pad. So and that's all you need to get started and get crafting with this project.
Lovely stuff, and as always, we'll give you a couple of minutes to get your bits and pieces together. Loads of you already in. Let me know if you are crafting along with us today. Laura May's in from Richmond, Virginia, and Gail from Maryland. Suzette N says hello from Canada. Beautiful sunshine and lovely weather here this week. We got the sunshine today as well. It's gorgeous. Sherry says hello from Florida. Carol's in from Cleveland, Ohio. Robin from Kansas City. Janice from West Virginia, and another Janice. Janice Turner is from the Annapolis Valley in Nova Scotia. That sounds nice, the Annapolis Valley. And Caroline says, hello, my fellow crafty peeps. Hope everyone is well. Love the waistcoat, Ben. Thank you so much. Get those comments are coming in. And let me tell you about this deal. If you haven't yet got it, you can pick this collection up. Now, remember, as Debbie's already told you, the 12 by 12 paper pad from this collection sold out. The launch of this Autumn Blessings selection was absolutely massive. We have managed to put this collection back together for you. It's as you saw it, but basically the only element you won't get is that 12 by 12 pad. But as you can see here, you've got the 6 by 6 in here. We've got embossing folders with stencils. There's dies in here. There's a whole collection of stamps too. It's a really, really beautiful collection. And if you love making those autumnal, fall sort of harvest creations, then you're going to absolutely love this collection. It should be just under £88 or $115. Look at the saving that everyone makes today. It comes down to £59.75 or $77.79. And Platinum members, another 20% comes off. And I think for a collection that which will come back to you time and time again for £47.80 or $62.23, that is really a lovely, lovely price. So jump in and grab it. And as I've said, the great thing is once you've got this, you can go for individual elements if you want to, but once you've got it, it will wing its way to you and you'll have this 2-hour craft along to enjoy once you've got all of your goodies. Right, we are, I think, ready and raring to go. We've got Rachel on our socials today who I think is ready. Johnny and Charlotte, you ready? Yep, they're ready. I'm ready. Debbie, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Right, let's do it. I just love a craft along. It's great that you can interact with us. Any questions all the way through, just ask.
Yes.
If you need me to stop at any point, we will have sort of regular breaks in between, but ask Ben and he'll always stop me and we can recap on anything you want. I've got a full paper pad. So first of all, what we're going to do is pick what you want out of your paper pad. Now, what I would say is choose one that is double-sided because we're going to do some folding, so you'll see the fronts and the backs, and because it's a basket we're making, you're going to be able to see that inside as well. So I'm going to go to this one here because I love these patterns, but I also love this vibrant one for the inside as well. So we're going to take a sheet of that. So take it carefully out of your book because we're going to use this full 12 by 12 side. So no trimming, you'll be pleased to hear. And we only need our scissors to trim off some of the excess. So what we're going to do to start with is we're going to do some scoring.
Okay.
Now I took my big score to do my scoring because it goes right across to that 12 inches. If you do have a, in fact I'm going to do both because if you do only have a small scoreboard, I'm going to do it in both ways so you can see how you do it. So we'll do it and that'll recap on it as well. So let me just pull in, well actually it doesn't matter which one I use, so let's just take a different one. So the first one I'm going to score on the big score, and then the next one I will score on the Score Master, and then that way you can see how you do it on both. So the first that we're going to score, need a scoring tool. There we go. Right, so first of all, we're scoring. You're going to just score up to the normal side on the left-hand side, and we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just getting that started to go all the way down because I don't want that to move at all. Then we're going to score at 4 inches. So 4 inches and scoring that down. Then we're going to score at 8 inches. So onto our 8 inches. And I'm always doing it twice so it gives that good score line and move it across. And then we're going to score at 11¼ inches. So that's 11 2/8 of an inch. And do that all the way down. And then we're going to turn this round and we're going to do exactly the same again. So we're going to then score at the 3/4 of an inch. So all the way down to the bottom. And then into that 4 inches. Coming down. And then we're going to score onto 8 inches. 5, 7, yep, 8. Looks like a 6 from here.
Should put your glasses on.
Oh, don't. Do you know what? Someone actually commented yesterday and said I'm notorious for forgetting my glasses.
No. Every time we work together, there's always a point where you go, oh, I can't quite see, or what does that say? It's like, wear your glasses.
Know, so bad. And that's 11¼ inches. So you're going to do that all the way on both sides. Now, if you do have the smaller board, and this will recap, it works out exactly the same, but you just do it slightly different. So what we're going to do here is we are going to score. So if you've only got a small board, you want to score on 3/4 inch like we did before, all the way down. Then you want to score on 4 inches and then on 8 inches. So go right the way to the end, because that's your last point on this one, is 8 inches. Mm-hmm. And then what you want to do is turn it round and repeat that. So we'll score at 3/4 inch. And then score at 4 inches.
Very busy for this collection already, Johnny's just telling me.
And then we will score at 8 inches. So the only one we have to put in then are those 1/4 inch. So turn it round and then we're going to go, the 3/4 inch. So 3/4 inch all the way down. And then turn it again, and then 3/4 inch all the way round. So I hope that made sense, because what we've done is created exactly the same, but made it easier if you've got a smaller board. So all you have to do is turn it again twice to put that 3/4 inch in, and then you end up with your template. So it's nice and easy, even if you have got a small scoring board. Okay, now let us know if you're all okay with that. And while you're doing that, what we're going to do now is fold all those score lines.
Okay. Linda just saying hello again. I've got this in the mail yesterday, which is good. So you'll have this craft along to work with Linda after the end of the day. Jamie's just saying, I wish I could craft along. I got my bundle on Monday, so I'm all set. But I have to leave for an appointment in an hour. So sad. Oh, well, I could watch after the fact this afternoon. It's annoying, isn't it? Yeah, when life gets in the way of your hobbies, of your crafty fun. I shall have to make this when I get home, says Jenny. And Jean just saying, I just got my collection yesterday and it's absolutely stunning. Johnny's just telling me lots of you are picking this up today as well. So I think lots of people missed out on launch, and this is a great day to jump in and grab it because it's a lovely collection.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an amazing collection. So I'm going to let everyone catch up with their scoring and folding, and then we're going to come back to this in just a minute.
Lovely stuff. £47.80 or $62.23. I will go through the boards with you in more detail in just a little while. One thing I did want to bring to your attention, and we chatted about this morning on Wake Up Call actually, second week on the trot that this has happened, the Get It Got It Good collection. Don't scream and shout. This is now
sold out.
It's gone. What day is it? Only Thursday. This is supposed to last till Sunday and it is already gone. So that Totally Tiffany Store and Go collection has sold out. Well done if you got your hands on it. There'll be a brand new Get It Got It Good for you on Monday of next week. So yes, super busy. If you see something you like, make sure you get it into your basket and get it checked out. Wendy just saying super excited to learn this. As I said, if you do want to let us know that you're crafting along, we would love to know, and we shall wait for your pictures at the end of the show. And if we don't get time to show them, we will show them at the start of Cartload coming a little bit later on. It is going to be fast and furious come 7 o'clock tonight, 2 o'clock East Coast time. This is the calm before the storm, if you like. But let's get back. Hopefully you're all caught up. As Debbie said, if you are crafting, you need a pause, you need to repeat, let me know and I'll let Debbie know. But for now, Debbie, I think we're all good.
Fabulous. What my love is with 12 by 12 pads is there is so many projects out there that take one sheet. And believe it or not, that basket is made with one sheet of card. And we're going to prove that now. So we're going to take our scissors and we're going to take off each of these corners. So we're going to come in and take off that rectangle right from the top to the side. I'm trying to find, I'm going to actually bring in my score lines there because it's a bit difficult to see in the lights here where that score line is. So just trimming that down. And we want to take off all 4 of those, so each one on the sides. So coming in and trimming those score lines right the way down. Oh, I can't see them, Ben. Terrible.
Bright lights, isn't it? Bright
lights,
that
and not wearing my glasses.
Oh yeah, and yes. Are they? Can I get them for you? Are they?
They're in my bag, Ben. Yes, if you wouldn't mind. They're in a Kath Kits and Yeah, I shouldn't let.
Is it in the green room?
Should I? It's in the green room. Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
I've just gone. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. So Ben's shouting, can we still hear him? So I can still hear him. Oh yeah, the mic should still work. Can we still hear? Can you still hear Ben?
I can still hear you.
So taking off these corners.
Oh, hello.
Here.
What's that?
What
That's
else
not it,
is
is
in
it?
there?
Have I got in the right? Oh, I think I've got in the wrong bag. I've got in someone else's bag, Debbie.
Oh, you've probably got in Michelle's
I
bag.
have.
Mine's the black bag.
I just realised that. I did go. I found. Sorry.
What a job, eh? Hunting through all our handbags.
I went in your bag, Michelle. Apologies. I found your glasses though.
Thank you. Come to the rescue. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Right, I'll be able to see now for the
And
rest
that
of the
makes
show.
life
And it's
easier
a
when
good
you can
job
see.
because we have got some colouring that we're doing, and you know what? I'm like, yeah, the glasses aren't on. I look like my 6-year-old Ruby's been colouring and going. Although she is a brilliant colourist, so I shouldn't knock that. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to put slits down these score lines here. So we're just going to follow them in. I'm going to actually fold it the other way as well because I'm finding it really difficult under the lights to find those score lines, and by folding them forwards and backwards, it just gives me a good line. In fact, should have just turned it over, look, because I can actually see those lines much better on this side. So we're going to trim these down each side. So that one, and just down to the middle. So you're creating these two side flaps, and then we're going to do the same on the other side.
Do you know what? There's so much love coming in for this collection, Deb, and it seems like loads of people already got it. Betty's saying, I love this set. I've done about 24 cards with it already.
Oh, that's amazing.
Pam Montenegro, I got my collection on Tuesday. I made my first card for Thanksgiving yesterday. Loving everything in this collection. It's
I
very
think
popular.
it has been our fastest selling collection, hasn't it? It's just sold so well. Right, now these corner ones, we're not going to fold the tops back. We're just going to fold back these ones here. So we're just going to pop that there, and we're going to do the middle ones on all of these. Just folding them back, turn it round, that middle section over, and then this one is going to go over as well. So we've got our 4 corners. Now before we do anything else, I'm going to pop them back down, and we're going to bring in our 12mm liner tape. If you haven't got tape and you're not using tape, don't do anything yet, because we don't want to glue this down until the end. So it's no good putting wet glue on it just yet. But I want to be able to construct this and know that we've already got our tape in place. If you have got the 3mm or the 6mm, you can use that as well. It's just putting it on now, so it's ready to peel off when it comes to using it, but do not put your wet glue on there. So popping that into place, and I'm using my score tool to rub it down, and it makes sure it really goes into that cardstock to stick well, because this is what is going to allow our box to all stick together at the end. So again, on those tabs, trim that down, and then just give that a good rub so it's all stuck down into that cardstock.
Elaine just said, lol, my paper tore, so I taped it up only for you to tell me to cut it off.
I love that. That's
quite
brilliant.
funny, isn't it? That's the kind of thing that happened to me, Elaine. I love that.
That is brilliant. It's like, oh, it's okay, I've got to cut it off anyway. Yeah, and it's what I always say about card or paper, you know, don't worry about the accidents that happen. It is only a piece of card, isn't it? You can just grab another piece.
Absolutely right. And lots of chat about the papers as well. Caroline's saying these papers are gorgeous. Remember, if you're going for the collection today, you'll get the 6x6 paper pad. That is still available for you.
Oh, you know what? I didn't realise that. Can I just make a really good point here? If you did want to copy this, the 6x6 papers are exactly the same, but smaller. What you could do is create this using just a plain piece of card, and then cut squares to mat and layer that paper pad in. So you could have it exactly the same as this, but actually it would just look really nice with a coordinating edge on it as well. So you can do it with that paper pad. Just use a block colour, a solid colour of your 12x12s.
Well, that's good to know, isn't it? Good to know, particularly if you are buying the collection today, so then you can use the paper pad that you've got with within the collection. Individuals are available for you too, but it's proving really, really busy, and half price shipping as well. If I haven't mentioned that already, half price shipping on this collection to our US customers as well. So grab it and fill up your baskets and take advantage of that.
Fabulous. Right, so what we're going to do now, these pieces are going to be inwards, and we're going to bring these pieces up to glue into place. So these are the pieces that we need to glue. Now it's up to you what you use. I'm just going to use my tape pen. Your red liner you can use your tacky glue if you wanted to at this point, but what you remember to do is we're going to have one come in, so we want to stick onto the insides because they're going to stick to that bottom piece.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to make sure that I've stuck all the sides all the way round.
Even as you said on Facebook, I don't understand this, it says it's going on the uncut side or all four sides.
Going on the uncut side of all four sides. It is going on the uncut side. Yes, which is because what's happening, in fact, if I bring this in, you'll be able to see a bit better. They fold over and hold our tabs into place at the side.
I see.
So you stick underneath. Yes. So I think that's what she's saying. Yeah. So and I don't mind you asking those questions because I do it wrong occasionally.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I've often done my craft alongs
I've never seen you do anything wrong, Debbie. Never seen you go wrong at any point over the year or so I've been working with you here at Crafters TV. That would be a first if I
Oh,
if I
Ben,
saw.
I love you.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm always the one that makes the happy accidents. Before I put that together, I'm just going to glue both these sides because it'd be easier to put these sides, the glue on them, before we glue it all together.
Debbie made me laugh the other day. It was another wax seal one, and I'm trying to think what happened.
Did she do it?
Well, no, she had a pre-made wax seal, but then she stuck it on the card with hot glue.
Oh, okay. Did it melt
And
it?
it started, as she was showing it, as she tipped it over, the wax seal just started like dripping out onto the
Honestly,
side.
they don't exist anymore. Wax seals do not exist. No, see, John is saying there's one in Cartload. There isn't. They don't exist.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, they don't exist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're a figment of your imagination. Yeah, Johnny said you might get one, you might not.
Not one from me. That's
so funny.
And do you know what? It's awful, really. So anyone that's watching that is new to Crafters TV and doesn't sort of know, I don't want to be off-putting you to a wax seal because they are fabulous, genuinely. It's just that I refuse to demo them on air because we're not allowed to use a lighted flame, and they work better with a match or a lighter. And I had to use a hot glue gun. And not that I want to highlight my not happy accident, my atrocious accident.
Funny accident.
But yes, so they are amazing. So still buy them, but I just won't be using them on.
Please still buy them.
Yeah, please.
Debbie wants them out of the business because she doesn't want to see another wax seal as long as she lives.
Keep getting rid. I keep telling Sarah, please don't put them in any more collections. Right, so I'm going to let you catch up with all your cutting, sticking and putting it together. But this is the box that you should be ending up with. But even that, what a cute little box that is, Ben. I mean, it's really lovely, and it's made out of one piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, which is amazing. You could batch make these for kids' parties because they don't have to be for a Halloween box. We're just doing it in those themed colours. But little kids' parties, princess baskets, anything like that you can put into them. Ben has very different ideas of what we put into our baskets, but I may share that with you later on, or we may do a video of it and you can see what Ben thinks should go in the basket. But until then, our basket contains lovely little Halloween sweets, doesn't it, Ben?
Well, there's no secrets when Debbie's in town. Later on when we get crafted, let me just tell you, I've got to relay the story as to what happened when Debbie met Mrs. Moseby. That was hilarious. You know when you kind of wish you hadn't told somebody something for them then to relay it to your partner. Mary Spicer just says on Facebook, hi Ben and Debbie. Debbie, you must be mistaken. You never go wrong. That's what I said. Never. never goes wrong. The paper Debbie.
I love our people out there.
And the paper Debbie is using is just stunning, says Kathy C. Let me show you the bundle, and as we've already said, the paper is stunning. You will get the 6x6 paper pad within this collection. The only difference that you've got with the collection that you saw at launch, of course, you had the 12x12, but that has sold out. But as Debbie has already mentioned, the 6x6 is the mini version of the 12x12, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if you love this colour palette, if you love your fall cards, great as well for you know, like Harvest Festival, great for Halloween as well, because you've got the aspects of the pumpkin in there as well. It is just absolutely beautiful. So that is included within this bundle, and as Debbie mentioned a few moments ago, you've got the ability to use this within this collection, or within this craft along, I should say too. So if you haven't got the 12x12, if you get this collection, you can still complete this craft along. But on top of that, you've got stamp and die. So you've got your beautiful thanks, and I love this for the fact that you've got the actual die itself, and then the background die, if you like, or the little bubble, as Craig calls it, and then you've got the stamps to create your own little sentence with. So thanks, with grateful thanks. Thanks for everything you do. Thanks, it's appreciated more than you could know. We've then got beautiful stencils in here too. That scattered leaves, absolutely gorgeous. The embossing folder in here, I love. The autumnal foliage. Take a look at that. Again, choose your colours. You can make this look however you want it to go, but we've obviously chosen some really beautiful autumnal colours here, and I think that looks absolutely beautiful, and the level of emboss you've got on that is stunning. Then as far as your dies are concerned, you've got your round wood slice. Really different designs in this, and again, love that. Almost as like the background image, if you like, for you to be able to pop that sentiment on, but you've then got other sentiments which you can add on here as well. You've got thanks and grateful, of course. Then we've got ways for you to build up the embellishments on your cards with your Hello Autumn leaves, which are stunning. So much detail in these, and if you want to talk about detail, the skeleton leaves again, all of those different leaves, all of the different veins that you can see within inside the leaves themselves as well, just giving you so much detail for all of your projects. Then we've got your forest toadstools, 3 of those little dies included, which I think are really fun and funky, and then stamps. So we've got heartfelt wishes in there, so lots sort of autumnal greetings on there, if you like, autumn greetings. You've got your Thanksgiving stamps as well, so happy Thanksgiving, give thanks. Thanksgiving and more. Then you've got your thankful and blessed. So you've got plenty of different sentiments within this collection, sending blessings, thankful and blessed, grateful. You are such a blessing in my life. Then we've got your autumnal tree. This is fantastic. Again, if you like those stamps where you kind of like build up the layers, that's what this is all about. You can choose exactly how your tree is going to look. You know, you can have kind of the tree at sort of like the different points of the year, if you like, with the stamps that you've got within that collection, and you've got thankful for you on there too. Next up, the pumpkin patch. This makes me think of Mary Kay, who sent in a picture of her pumpkin a little while back, which was absolutely huge. I think it was about that size, Mary, if you're watching, was about that size, wasn't it? The one that we've got on the picture there. But look at that, how cool is that? You've got your conkers there. They've started falling now, haven't they, the old conkers? We've got a conker tree in the village.
Oh.
Yeah, love
They don't
conkers.
call them conkers in America. No, they call them horse chestnuts.
Oh.
Because they come from the horse chestnut tree.
Why do we call them conkers then?
Well, the conkers are what comes out of them, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but they don't call them conkers. They call them horse chestnuts.
Oh. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Not a chestnut, a horse chestnut.
A horse?
Yeah.
Horse chestnut.
Horse chestnut.
Yeah, conkers.
Yeah.
We used to, you know, you don't do that in America, but they don't do it anymore in schools because it's like health and safety. But we used to have conker competitions. Did I tell you I was one of the best conker players in the world going back about 5 or 6? I went to the World Conker Championships.
No way, is that true?
It's a true story.
That is so cool.
There's a video on YouTube. I dressed up as Hulk Hogan. I went to the World Conker Championships, and I got down to the last 16. It was in Oundle.
God, that's amazing.
Oundle's in, where is Oundle? It's around here somewhere, isn't it?
Oundle's in Peterborough, yeah.
Yeah, Peterborough.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, that's amazing.
I'll show you the video later on, guys.
Do you also know that if you put conkers in the corner of the room, it stops spiders as well?
If you do what?
Put conkers in the corners of your room, that stops because spiders don't like conkers.
Is that because you like build so many up that they can't push their way through, or?
No, I think it's because they don't like them. So I know lots of families that put conkers in the corners. Google it, Charlotte. Google it.
So you put them
You put
around.
conkers around in the corners of the room, and it prevents the spiders coming in.
Well, I am going to try that later on because it's September is Spider Month, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you already killed Jimmy last year.
Huh?
You already killed Jimmy last year.
Don't talk about that. I still feel bad about that to this day. Jimmy, the house spider, he came to a bit of a grisly end. He came after me. I'm not lying. He came after me. He was gonna. It's a good job I got in there first because goodness knows what might have happened if he'd have reached me with those fangs. Vicious. Falling leaves. I love this as well, right? Because you've got the combination of your embossing folder with your stencils as well. And I know this is something we've been doing a lot more recently, bringing out collections where you've got the embossing folder and then the stencil as well. So it really allows you to create that level of depth. And then last, but by no means least, in this massive collection, you've got your Harvest Festival. So again, some really lovely stamps there. All of the dies to be able to cut out your images. And again, I just think it's a really, really different collection. One certainly that you're going to get a lot of work out of this time of the year particularly. And the fact that we have it back, just minus that 12 by 12, but for £47.80 today or $62.23, I think that's a really great buy. And again, if you do want to go individually, maybe you bought individuals of the collection when we launched it, you can go individually and buy the individual components as well. Lots of lovely comments already coming in. The paper that Debbie is using is stunning, says Kathy. Of course, remember the 6x6 included in the collection. Loving the box, says Barbara McNeil. It is so pretty. Betty just saying, I sent pics of a few of the cards I made with this set. We'll get the guys in the gallery to check those, Betty, and we'll have a look later on. And our Rachel, who's on the social media today, says, all spiders in my house are now called Jimmy by the kids. That makes me feel really...
You should feel bad. Jimmy was lovely.
I know.
He didn't cause anyone any harm. He was just there. He stayed in the background.
You weren't there the night he... Didn't you say there's like son of Jimmy now?
There was.
Oh.
But I did catch him when Joe was there because Joe's another wimp where spiders are concerned.
Right.
I had to catch the spider and I put him out in the back garden.
So Jimmy's left.
Jimmy, the
Jimmy
son of
Jr.
Jimmy
has left
survived.
home.
Yeah, he's left home.
Yeah, good. I'm glad that ended happily. Anyway, back to, I'm going to look up the Conkers fact on here now. Back to the craft along. Hopefully you're all caught up. What is our next thing to do?
So the next thing is we're going to create those slats that go around the boxes. So obviously I'm using the A4 sheets of card that come in. All you need to do is use A4 sheets of card. And I say A4 sheets, what we actually need is 6 sheets
yes.
of 1 inch by 11 inches. So great for the American size because I think yours comes in 11 inches when you're using your general cardstock. And we also need a 4 by 4 inch to make the base as well because that's the measure that we've got around the base and it just gives you a bit more of a sturdy bottom. So I'm going to bring in the guillotine. So the first thing we're going to do is cut that 4 by 4. So I've just got a scrap piece of card to start with. So I'm just going to square that off and then I'm just going to hold that to my 4 inches, turn that round and then trim that 4 inches as well. And that is going to fit beautifully on the bottom of our box. But we're going to pop that on afterwards. So pop that to one side. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to create 6 strips and we want it at 11 inches. So I'm going to bring out my stepper and my guillotine. If you haven't got the large guillotine, just measure it with your ruler or your glass mat. We're going to take that to 11 inches and just trim that piece off. And then we're going to then trim down at 1 inches. So let's pop that onto there. What you could do actually, which would be a better idea, let me do that to 6 inches. Because if we trim to 6 inches, take that away, we can then go down inches. So that's 1, then to 4 inches. 2.
Deborah Barnforth just saying, I've heard that, Debbie, about spiders not liking conkers.
3.
Have you actually...
Yeah, it's definitely true fact.
Charlotte just said she's going to go conker picking tonight. You can come up my village. There's loads of conkers up there. Can you imagine getting conker picking at 9 o'clock at night?
5 and then 6. That gives us our 6.
When you come pick your dog up from my house, you can come pick some conkers as well.
I used to love playing conkers when we
did
were
I.
kids. There was also, what's your biggest tip? Because there were so many different things, and I never used to know if they were old wives' tales or whether they were true. So some people baked them in the oven, some people added vinegar to them. There was so many different sort of situations about, but I never knew if there were any real life facts.
Well, we weren't at the World Conker Championships. You weren't allowed to go with your own conker. So it was easy for everyone. So basically, at the start of each match, they would come up with a big bag with the strings hanging out. So you just selected one. So it was fair because, like you say, otherwise people could have like baked their conkers or put vinegar on them or whatever it might be. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Right, just we will talk a bit more, Ben. I'm just going to say what we're doing, and then we can just do it, and you can talk some more about your conkers.
You carry on. You carry on. It's fine.
All I'm going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to score this at 3.5 inches. Now, then what we're going to do is turn the card around and score in at 3.5 inches. Because believe it or not, it makes a really big difference if you then score 3.5 inches and then 7 inches. So if you do it that way, that is the perfect size to fit underneath your box and fold up the sides, okay? And you need to do that on every one. So 3.5 inches on each side of your 6 strips. Yeah, no, I'm really interested about them, and I think it was the danger, wasn't it, of conkers that stopped them. They just schools started banning them, and
I don't know the reason behind it, but I just back in our day. You used to have. We
didn't have Nintendos and Game Boys and things to play, did we? We just had what fell off the tree.
And so it did hurt when you got hit by a conker accidentally in your finger, but then you wouldn't do it again.
My brother fell out a conker tree or horse chestnut tree and broke his arm.
Really?
We literally had to take him home. He had a black eye straight away, and had to go to hospital because he broke his arm.
Why was he climbing up the tree? Why didn't he just wait for the conkers to
shake
fall
the
out?
tree, to shake them down? Didn't you ever used to do that?
No, I didn't climb up. No.
Oh, we was always climbing trees. I was just better than my brother. I never fell out. I was a proper tomboy.
I tell you what, you'd like. We went for a little walk in our village recently, and in one of the fields, that someone's put up one of those rope swings off a tree.
I think I've seen a video.
Yeah,
of that.
well, it was like a picture. I took the kids there, and I was I did have a go. I was a bit worried that it wouldn't take my weight, but it did, and I was having the most fun.
What would you have fell into?
Just like a little boggy.
Oh, it was a stream, like a little stream.
Yeah. What was funny, and it wasn't funny at all, but it was fairly funny, is the kids were taking it in turn, and I'd turn around to chat to some people who'd walked by, and all of a sudden I just heard this conk, and my son had been walking up the bank, and my daughter had like thrown the log swing back to my son, and it bonked him on the head.
Oops a day.
Kids, eh?
So he wasn't happy for the rest of the day.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't happy in the first place because we dragged him away from his computer games, and then to get a bonk on the head. But there we go. The dangers of playing outdoors. Evelyn just says we need 8 1x11. 8.
You need 6. 6 1 inch by 11 inches.
Yeah, so 6, not 8, Evelyn.
No, 6.
Yeah. Spiders and ants don't like peppermint oil either, says Pam Montenegro.
Oh, that's a good tip, especially with the ants.
So put your conkers in peppermint. Then you're doubly sorted, then, aren't you?
Well, they don't tend to come at the same time, though, do they? You get ants in the
peppermint?
summer and spiders coming in the winter.
Oh, yeah. Don't know if I've ever had ants in my house.
Well, you wouldn't know. You've only just moved in.
No, that was quick. Not in this house, but in any house. I can't think of ever having seen.
You might have been built on an ant's nest.
Imagine that. Get to the summer, yeah, find out my house has been built on a termite, man. Like, summer comes. Like in the old cartoons.
Oh dear. Right, back to the crafting. So you should by now have your 6 pieces all scored at 3.5 inches on each side and then scored in. So by doing all of that, it'll make it really workable when you come to doing the next step. So do you want to take a break then for people to catch up, and then we'll start attaching these and putting our tape onto them.
Fantastic stuff. This is the point where we give you time to catch up, or if you are stuck or you need anything repeating, get your questions in now and then we can ask Debbie after this quick break. It's a really, really busy craft along. Normally these shows a little bit more sort of, laid back. People are just like crafting along. But I think what it is this sold out in such quick time. There's now loads of you going, oh, I got it back. I'm grabbing it. So grab it now whilst you can get it at this great price. And remember, get it today, you'll get it sent out to you, and then by the time it's arrived, you'll have this 2-hour craft along to come back to as well. Worth, if you are new, subscribing to us on YouTube, so subscribe to Crafters TV, then you'll be able to watch back all of the shows, bookmark your favourites, bookmark this one, and it's there for when you get all of this collection back. Right, let's give you time to catch up, time to get those questions in, time to check out your carts, and here's some information about our deliveries, and we'll be back in 2.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Super, super busy. Lots more of you checking out your baskets and grabbing this deal, knowing that you've got this 2-hour craft along to be working with when you get your goodies home. Quick question from Evelyn, and that is what we are here for. What were those score marks, please, Debbie?
Of the strips? They were 1 inch by 11 inches, and you need 6 of them, and then you score them at 3.5 inches, turn it round, and then score at 3.5 inches again.
All right.
So on each side, 3.5 inches.
If you need any more recaps, just do let us know. And if that wasn't what you were asking, Evelyn, just again, do let us know. I just also, whilst you're catching up, because we're going to get back to the craft log in just a second, a lot of you will know that we are now in our, I don't know why I'm getting so confused on this title, the end, thank you Johnny, he's like, end of the summer sale. Which is basically your chance to pick up some great deals on our website up until Wednesday of next week. Have I put these? I have put these out of order for you. You've got the shade and tone details on the screen. Hang on, shade and tone. It's at the bottom.
These, okay, your colour blend pencils are all half price deals. We've got up to 70% off on the website up until next Wednesday, but this is all about bringing you like artist quality, premium pencils. So, you know, whether you want to get these and use these as ease, whether you want to get these and use these in conjunction with your markers as well, they work beautifully for that too. But if you've thought about grabbing these previously and you've waited, now is a good time to grab them half price, and it's right across the whole collection as well. We've got the primaries, we've got the florals, hang on, we've got the naturals. We've also got, oh hang on a minute, we're out of kilter here. We've got the florals. Were these in order before? I normally get told off by Georgina whenever we do something like this, because she's like, oh, they're all in order, and then by the time it gets to me, they're all out of order. Those are your florals, £9.99 or $13.98 if you're platinum. Then we've got the essentials as well. Oh, it's a brand new one, I won't open it up. You've got the colours there, and then also the primaries as well. I've got all new ones actually. £9.99 or $13.98. All half price, but only up until Wednesday of next week when our end of summer sale ends. It's because yesterday was the start of the end of the summer sale, so I got very confused, but today's the second day of it. Oh no, David. Oh, all right. I was watching that yesterday. I tuned in for a little bit because obviously Craig was in with Debbie, and then Debbie was obviously presenting later on, and I saw the comments coming in going, oh, yes, no, Joe and Ben better buck up their ideas, or whatever it was. I was like, oh, you did a grand job actually, and you enjoyed it, didn't you?
I did eventually. The first hour I was really nervous, and I think I talked more than I've ever talked in my life.
Yeah.
But once I got into it, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was quite, and it was just a nice looking at the perspective of a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it.
And I really enjoyed doing what you do, because for those of you who watched Wake Up Call earlier on, you'll have seen me over the other side of the studio. Before we move on, can I say it's going to be me versus you today for demo of the day.
Is it really?
I beat Craig. I got voted as demo of the show for my little cards.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, if you can beat me, then I think we can call you a proper crafter, an official crafter.
It won't happen, because this craft along is much better than the card I made earlier. But I'll take a show win. I'm not going to win the day. This is potentially going to win, because what a great project. Hopefully you are now all caught up. Let me just double check and see if I've got any more questions coming in, and if not, I think we are ready to move on. Yeah, we're good to go. Panda Craft is saying I placed an order this morning before work. Great deals on the website. And Joy says, I do need to get back to playing with my pencils. I love these. So yes, those deals on half price until Wednesday next week, or whilst stocks last. Right, let us get back to our Autumn Blessings craft along. What do we need to do next?
It's amazing, those pencil deals, isn't it? Really amazing. Right, so what we're going to do next is take our red liner tape. Again, now you're probably wondering why we're using red liner tape, because I don't use it that often, but it is the strongest out there, and you really do want this project to stick, because especially if you're doing them for your children and they're taking them out for trick-or-treating, or you might be making them for your Thanksgiving party and you want to put treats in them, and maybe your sweets are quite heavy, or your gifts that you're putting in there. So if you reinforce it with extra strong tape like the red liner, these are going to last you. And in fact, if you've got a nice sort of dry place to keep them, you can bring these out year after year. They haven't got to be ruined just because they're paper craft projects. So all I'm doing is on each of the ends, and you want them where the ends are coming in, you want them on the inside. So once I've done this strip, I'm going to then work them down, so using my scoring tool to make sure that they're really attached to the card, and then we're going to do the other sides.
Pam E has said on YouTube, I've just sent in the card I made with this collection. It's actually my 3 for Thursday challenge card. Oh, what's that? My
3 for Thursday challenge
card.
Oh, that sounds interesting, Pam.
Yeah, I made it this morning. This collection is gorgeous. Pam, what I need to know more about that. 3 for Thursday.
I need to go and look at Pam's snowman card. She, oh, you've seen it, have you, John?
Where is
Johnny's
that?
seen it, Pam. Apparently it's on I'm a Crafter's Companion.
Oh, yeah.
And we was talking about the group yesterday, because I said I don't think it gets mentioned very often. So we was telling our craft community to go over and have a look. And Pam was saying that she's got a card card over there, a snowman card. She said it's very funny because it looks like a snowman's been caught in a blizzard.
Right.
So I must go over and have a look.
Can I go and have a look now, do you think?
Oh, have a look, have a look.
I do get all of the updates on that. So yeah, hang on. Oh, let me have a little look.
You ooped the same as me.
Oh, I did. I can't spell. Oh, it is. I'm a crafter's companion. I'll have a quick look. It's a good group to join, actually, isn't it? Because there's lots of inspiration that's shared on there, and by our viewers, isn't it, mainly?
Yep. Oh, absolutely. It's not us, it's every day. You do get our design team pop up and they will put their makes on there. It's full of inspiration, but mostly it's the community.
Yes.
It's just full of the nicest people, a really big Crafters Companion community. It's a little bit like the English version of the HSN Crafters Companion page.
Yeah. I've just seen someone's taken a still of me and John on there. Katie from the other day when John came on with the beverage trolley.
I wonder if anyone took a selfie with John with me yesterday. Did you hear about my mishap?
You don't make mistakes, Debbie.
No, it wasn't a crafty mishap.
What was it?
A cup of water mishap.
Oh no. What happened?
Well, Craig, I'm blaming Craig, left his water in a cup underneath the counter.
Yeah.
And actually, I did say, I'll have that because I can use it. He hadn't drunk it and I could use it for my water brush. But what he'd done is he's left it in between the foam on a rolls. Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey! So he left it between them, and as I picked it up, it literally caught the bottom and literally went over. And my shoes were soaking, everything was soaking. Just as John came in to give me a cup of water to drink, I was like, And so he had to mop up and clear up, and I was shaking my shoes out because they were all wet.
That's hilarious.
But Charlotte, lovely Charlotte, put it on to us when John's head just poked up over the counter and I was just standing here.
Brilliant.
Have you found a picture?
I have. I found the picture of the snowman in the blizzard. I don't know how well this will work. That will work, I think, actually, won't it? There you go.
Oh, it's brilliant, Pam. I love it. That's brilliant.
That is a snowman trapped in a blizzard. I love that so much.
Like, help!
That's brilliant.
That is so good, Pam.
Brilliant stuff.
Right, so now the fun bit gets started. We start to construct our box. So what you do want to do is make sure the whole of this bottom has got tape on it. So put it right to the edges and then go up the sides on both sides, and then you want to go to the edges as well, because this is what is going to keep your box really strong. And then you can turn your box over so it's facing you, and I always start with my outside ones first. Now you've done your score lines right, you have the perfect fit to go edge to edge right along on the base there. Don't worry, you don't have to push it down too hard at the moment because we'll do that from the inside afterwards. Just start putting them together. So we're going to take another one, and again we're going to add our adhesive. You can, if you want to, use your tacky glue or Kalau all-purpose, as long as you fill the sides so it sticks down really well. And then we're going to pop this one on the other side. So you can see right to that edge. And then make sure your sides are on there. You can feel the sides and they're slightly in there. So it's always good to place those first two, because then you know where to place your middle one. If you put the first one on and then the second one, you might have a bigger gap.
Oh, I see,
so it's just to make sure that your gaps are fairly even all the way round. I mean, you could measure, but I've never been a measuring girl myself. So it's just like, let's go by eye. By eye.
Bye eye.
So, and then our next one. So I'm just going to position this in the middle, roughly sort of where, and I'm not doing it from above. So, that's not too bad. So that will do. That will do. And then we're going to turn it inside and then just work our fingers over that. Just gently holding the sides and making sure that's all attached all the way down. Okay, so that's our first three.
It's like a little spider from the top. Well, not a spider, because it's only got six.
Yeah.
Johnny just said, don't stamp on it.
Keep it away from you, Ben. And then we're going to do exactly the same on our other 3 strips. But this time we're going to crisscross them and they're going to go the opposite way.
Okay.
So we'll then pop that on the edges.
What are you going to put in your finished basket? Have you got sweets?
Yes, I've got some nice sweets. Yeah, proper sweets. Shall I show you? Look, you might be very, very jealous. I've actually got these American sweets. These are called candy cane, I believe.
Where did you get them from?
Candy corn, not candy cane, candy corn. And these ones apparently have got chocolate in them.
Ooh.
Yeah, so these are chocolate ones. And the marshmallows apparently taste... Marshmallows. They're not marshmallows at all, they're pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
There's like, oh no, that's fallen off. I thought that was a tooth there. I thought there was a little tooth there.
I wonder where my tooth had gone.
Yeah, I've never tried them, but I did tell the guys that they can try them.
What's it called?
afterwards.
Candy corn?
Candy corn, yes.
Can you let us know in the comments what they are like, please? Where did you get them from then? You can get them from down there.
No, it's on a really big website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, beginning with a big A.
Big A. Ah,
Named
yes, I know the one you
after
mean.
the desert.
I know the one you mean. The desert?
I was just trying to put people off.
Ah, yes. Sorry, bit slow. See what you did there. See what you did there. Come on, Ben. Rebecca says, you guys in the UK don't have candy corn?
No,
I've
we
never heard of
don't.
candy. What is it?
And our Erin, who's American, her and her husband Diego have been trying to find it. And they can't find it, so they were like, they couldn't believe I'd found some on the desert website.
The desert website. Because last time Erin went over to the US and came back, she then brought a selection of US sweets back.
And she said no one liked them.
Well, I like the Swedish, are they called Swedish fish? Is that what they were called? The Swedish fish.
Swedish fish.
Is that what they were like? Someone will tell me. They were like gummy
Oh, is that
sweets.
what they are? Gummies? There are sweets called gummies, aren't there?
No, there was something fish. Someone tell me. I'm sure they were called Swedish fish because there was like Hershey sweets and what else was there? I can't remember, but I remember there was like one that was like a fish. It was like a gummy fish. I'm sure it was called a Swedish fish. By the way, the candy corns, they have a very unique taste, very sugary sweet, and Rebecca says they're disgusting. Don't eat them. Pam says they're nasty. You can try them first, Debbie, after you've made your box.
We will try them. We'll try them in the break before we come on at 7 p.m. and we'll let you know what we thought of them.
Okay.
Right, so let's have a little break there. Let everyone catch up with their sticking and scoring. And then we're going to stick all these together. And then our next part then, we'll start decorating and doing our colouring.
Thank you so much, Debbie. There's places that sell US candy over here. Oh, apparently you can find them when you look. I have family in the US, as Rachel, who occasionally send me things over. Oh, okay. Doesn't seem like the candy corn is a much loved sweet though from the messages which are coming in. We'll try them. We'll try them. We might like them over here. I just wanted to show you a few of the cards as well before we go through the boards of some of the things that our guys have been making as well, because really, so many different cards that you can make here. I love this one that opens up with that sort of dome front with the little almost like a little market stall going on there, isn't it? With all of the pumpkins, stepper cards as well, using that beautiful stamp with the tree again, so you can make that tree, I suppose, look like any season with the different stamps that you've got there. The pumpkins are amazing. Then you've got all of the beautiful foliage included in there as well. Love that sort of build up of foliage on the back of that embossed piece, and then you've got that beautiful thanks, which is also included in there too. That's been used in this card as well with those pumpkins. It's such a joyful collection, and I love the colour palette with this too. I think the fact that we brought this back on the Craft Along today, literally the second day of autumn today, isn't it, officially? It's a great time to be jumping in and grabbing this. I'll quickly flash through the boards for you because I know you want to see all of the demos and get on with the Craft Along, but this is everything that you're going to get. The Harvest Festival collection is your stamp and die, so you've got all of these beautiful pieces within this collection and the stamps to go with those dies. Just to say as well, this collection is as you will have remembered it from the launch, save for the fact you don't get the 12 by 12. The falling leaves is gorgeous. Again, that is your embossing folder and stencil, and if you're wondering where those big pumpkins came from, that's in the pumpkin patch stamp set. Some really big, bold stamps there to help you create some beautiful scenes. The card I showed you a minute ago, the stepper card with the tree, the autumnal tree, is this one here. So again, you can layer up that tree, I suppose, for different seasons. I love the fact that we've got the leaves on the tree there, and then a few of them have fallen off as autumn arrives. You've then got your autumnal thankful and blessed sentiments. Things like you are blessed, grateful, sending blessings. Then your heartfelt wishes as well. There's so many of these in this collection. Give thanks, happy Thanksgiving. Know how big Thanksgiving is in the US. So again, this collection again is one which you're going to be using right around the corner. We've got forest toadstools in here. We've got these skeleton leaf dies, which are stunning. You saw those a few moments ago on that card that I just showed you, building up all of the foliage. The Hello Autumn included in there too. Then you've got your round wood slice, which I just think is, I don't know, it's really great, quite simple, but great as a little sort of background to be able to pop your sentiments onto. Beautiful embossing folders, your autumnal foliage. Then you've got your scattered leaves, stencil, and then last but by no means least, that beautiful thanks die. So that's the two components of the die with those stamps to be able to make up your own sentences. And then your 6x6 pad included as well. And that one is the mini version of the 12x12. So it's exactly that in mini. And as I said to you, the only thing that you haven't got in this collection, which we had on the launch, is that 12x12 pad, which sold out. So grab it while you can. Everyone saves over £28, over $36. Platinum get another 20% off as well. So get it whilst it's here. And add on to that the fact that you've got a 2-hour craft along to go with it. That's why I love this place so much, because you know, if you was to walk into a shop and buy this, you would have the whole collection, you'd get it home, you'd plonk it on the your craft desk at home. Potentially you might go, where do I start? I need some ideas, need some impetus. You've got a 2-hour craft along to get going with straight away. And it seems like loads of you have been crafting away at home because you've been sending in your pics. Pam, I love this. Oh, so you've used the pickup truck from the farmhouse and loaded some of the pumpkins in the back.
Oh, it looks brilliant. That's such a good idea.
I'm so very blessed to know you. Then Betty has been crafting away there as well. Thank you. So using some of the leaf dies and that beautiful paper.
And our ladybirds, they come out in one of our sets as well. Look,
where
beautiful.
are they from, the ladybirds?
They come in, do you know we did the little ones like, I can't even think what they're called, but we did like little elements dies.
Oh, the
with
ones
the butterflies.
for the mini?
And, yeah, for the mini, yes,
Yeah.
they come out of there, yeah.
Oh, cute. And then this second card as well. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, it's so lovely. Those leaves look 3D. I think it is just the paper pad, but they look amazing.
Love these. Thank you so much. Keep sending in your pictures. We love to see what you've been up to. And of course, if you are crafting along with us, then send in your pictures and we'll show them towards the end of the show. Right, I think we are all ready and caught up. Let me just double check my messages. We are all good to go.
Fabulous. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take off. So either take these off with your nails or use your pokey tool. So we're just going to take off all our carrier sheet for our little red liner tape. In fact, I'm just going to grab myself a piece of kitchen towel. I think I have told you before, but kitchen towel literally just clings to, or the backing sheet just clings to kitchen towel and it comes straight off of your hands. So it's a really nice, a really good little tip of how to have it and not shake it off your hands every time you take a little bit off. So popping that on, and one more side. Oh no, I've already done that side. Right, so once you've took all of those off, just shake all them into the bin. We're going to start putting these in place. Now these go underneath, so you're going to bend them slightly and they're just going to sit. So make sure you can fold your piece of card and you can just fold that on top. And that will give you your first little slat there, so you can see it just comes up onto there. If you did want to do longer, I don't want to stick them on. If you do want to do longer slats, you could absolutely add just a little bit more. So you could maybe add ½ an inch if you wanted it a bit longer.
Yeah.
So that one's come off. Let me just work that one in a little bit better.
So you is that just going right to the bit where you've creased it?
Yes, right to the bit where it's creased, just underneath. Give that a rub down.
Oh, so it naturally gives it that curve, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then it just gives it's just that nice little curve. Like I say, if you did want it more, then all you need to do is add a little bit on to that main one. Just make sure that you're able to actually bend that back over the top. So just popping that onto the end, and we're just going to do that all the way round.
I guess you're not, but Crafty Angie says, Debbie, are you going to be working with the embossing folder today? I would like to see how to colour the embossing folder before it goes through the machine.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not, but we can absolutely do that.
If we get time.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure we will. It won't. It takes literally. We need a minute to be able to do that. So that's not a problem at all.
Rose saying, wow, good tip on the liner tape.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes, with the kitchen towel, it's really, and it just works. So that one I need to just stick the bottom base down. So this is why, make sure that your bottom base is stuck down, because if it starts coming away a little bit, that's when it'll just straighten your curves. So we want to make sure that they're straight. Turn that round, and then what we're going to do, that piece of card that we had earlier, we're going to attach this to the actual base. So all I'm going to do with this one, because that one doesn't want to stick down on that end bit, but what I am going to do is bring in my tacky glue, and we're going to just put some glue over the bottom, or you can put it actually, which might be easier, all over the base of your 4x4 card. So let's just do this.
There's still chat coming in about the candy corn. Makes me want to try one now.
Oh, do you want to do a live taste?
Well, because it seems like a lot of Rhonda says they taste like plastic.
Plastic?
Not really selling this to me. Brenda says some people don't like the candy corn, but many do. I think they're made with corn syrup and not sugar. Oh, that would
make sense.
Make sense,
as they're
then, wouldn't
called,
it? Candy corn.
So maybe they're not as sweet as sugar.
And maybe that's why they don't taste as good.
Could be, because it is the sweets that are really sugary, taste very good. Shall I open them? Let's open them.
You can have one.
Yeah, let's do live tasting. It's only a little ribbon holding them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we go quiet, we know why. There's loads in there. Take one of each. So have a candy corn and have a pumpkin. I don't know, because and a chocolate one as well. No, I'm just short.
Well, am I having one of those?
Thank you for pointing that out.
A tooth. Hi.
Oh, the girls are going to be happy today.
Oh, hang on. Who's over the other side of the studio?
I don't know who is that over there. There he is. He's come with refreshments.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like a candy corn? Well, he can grab a candy corn when he's bringing my water.
I'm coming back. Do you want a candy corn over here? I'll swap you. We're trying candy corn whilst we're doing the craft.
Right, shall we try? What are you going to try? I'm going to try the chocolate one.
Oh, sorry. Right, hang on.
You just going to have one?
There you go.
I like this.
I like that.
Actually, that's delicious.
I like the chocolate one. Just tastes like
Have you had a chocolate one?
the same as you. Have that one.
I'll tell you what that tastes like. It tastes like a Milky Way.
It does taste like a Milky Way.
I like that.
This one is what?
This is just candy corn. No.
What does that taste like? I don't know what that tastes like. It just doesn't really taste of anything. Not great.
No. John,
You want to come and try one?
would you like one? It's not that bad actually, but I think because we tried the chocolate one, that's good.
And then the pumpkin?
And a pumpkin. That's quite big. Much
It's soft.
harder.
Not sure. Oh, that one's like what does that taste like?
That's fudge.
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 That
That is fudge.
They're really nice. I liked all of those apart from the middle one.
I get the candy corn one. That's not as nice. The chocolate one is delicious.
I think the pumpkin is my favourite.
That is fudge.
Oh, John, here we go.
Let's
have
go.
a look. I know we just stopped the craft along for a second, but let's see what John thinks of the pumpkin. That's not a happy face, I wouldn't say.
It's fudge.
Oh, thumbs up.
Thumbs up
2
from
thumbs
John.
up. Yes, I'm going to nick another one.
Take one.
Thanks very much. Yeah, they're
They are.
nice.
The team can have them after.
All right, John.
Oh, I did like the chocolate one. That was very nice.
Yummy.
Right.
Big hit in the studio.
Sorry about that. We will get back. Welcome to Crafters TV, where you have live tasting of sweeties. What other place can you do that in your line of work? Need to just finish that. Those pumpkins are delicious.
They're lovely.
Like them. I'm picking out my teeth now. The chocolate ones are very good.
Yeah.
Right, so you should have this style now. I mean, how gorgeous is that basket, and super easy to do. So your next thing is, when we trimmed off that edge of the bottom of our cardstock, you ended up with a strip of card. If you've cut yours any differently, all you need to do is trim your handle to 1 3/4 inch by 11 inches. So I'm just going to grab my guillotine back, and we're going to trim that down to 11 inches. And I really would love to see, if you're making these baskets, I mean, I'd love to see them if you're making the baskets in, so it's already 11 inches, and I'm going to trim that to 1 3/4. I would love to see if you've done them in different, I'm going to trim that because that doesn't look straight on the end. Actually, I think it's because of this. There we go, let's do that. Yeah, now that it's straight. I'd love to see if you're making it in any different designs. That would be nice to see. I've done that in 1 3/4, so that's good. And then what we also want to do, I'm going to take another sheet of card. So let me grab that sheet. And I'm also going to use the same one as that I did use. I don't think we had, no, we didn't have any left because we used a whole sheet of card. So I'm just going to take this one out, and all we want of this one, we want to trim this one by 1 inch by 10.5.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do a 1 inch strip.
Lots of people loving the taste testing. Rebecca says, love your faces. Too funny, says Patty with a candy corn. Debbie's face cracking me up.
Did I pull that bad a face?
And Donna says, I'm just tuning in from Alaska and I see y'all making faces, lol. Yes, you tuned in at the wrong time. This is a crafting channel, of course, not a sweet taste testing. Although Pammy has just said on YouTube, we should mail them candy. Yes, send candy parcels. I'm always up for that.
I'm
please.
Happy for that.
And Debbie,
absolutely.
Yes, thank you so much.
Sweets, chocolates,
yeah.
Biscuits, cookies, cakes, the lot.
The lot. Yeah. Johnny's just gone, money, beer.
Right, what we're going to do with this one is we're going to mat and layer that through the centre. So now you can either do this the way that your pattern is on the inside, or you can turn it over and do the pattern on the outside, which is what I'm going to do because I want this to match my corners here. But you can add whichever colours that you're doing. So let's attach this. And that will be our handle. And I think that's took us nicely to a time where we can now do our stamping and colouring and start decorating. But if you have got a different paper pad and you're not doing the pumpkins, just choose any embellishments that you want or that you like, and any bows, flowers. You can literally put anything onto these to decorate them. So just going to rub that in. Now what I am going to do is I'm just going to use my fingers to gently curve. So you do it on one side because you'll notice it'll get more curly on one side. Turn it round and then do the same but doing it the other side, and then you'll get that even amount of curl. Then we're going to bring the red liner tape back in, and I'm going to put some on the outside. So popping that across the bottom. Again, let's give that a snip and rub that down.
Laura Simmons has said, what's your address?
I
don't actually, what is the address here? Crafters Companion, what's the road called?
It's
Horndale Avenue.
Horndale Business Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you Google it, you can Google the address.
Yeah, Crafters, if you just put Crafters TV Studios UK, you'll see the you'll see the address there. You don't really have to send. You don't really have to send
Don't
stuff.
say that. Yeah, it'd be lovely. Thank you
Okay,
very
do send
much.
stuff in. Yeah.
Right, before we put this on, Ben, what we're now going to do, we put tape on the underside. So we're now going to take that tape away. Let me bring back my tissue, lay that on, and then we're going to pop that down. And that's going to then hold it. So not only have we got the little stems, the strips in place, we can then tape them down and know that everything is secure. And actually it just holds, we get a really good ridge around, so the rigidity of the box is so good. We've got a tough base now because we've added our bottom. So it's a really fun box to make, isn't it? And hard to believe it's made out of just one 12 by 12 pad and an A4 sheet of card. That's all it takes to make this box.
Yeah.
So I can't get my tape there. There we go. pulling that down. So we're just making sure all of these are stuck down, and then we can put our handle into place. Why is it some of these come up really easy? Probably because I've maybe rubbed down some better than others. And that will keep that all in place. And then we can take off the pieces on the edge and on the opposite side. And then pop them on. And these go on the inside, and just if you look where your strip is, you want to put this centre strip, which is the same size as these, right in the middle. So we're just going to go right into that centre point and rub that down. Then turn that round, and again this strip is the same as this strip, so just line that up on that base so you know that you've got that completely central.
Fab.
And there you go, you've actually got your little box all ready to go. I mean, how cute is that? It's amazing, isn't it?
It absolutely is, and like you said, the fact that you've done it with kind of like minimal fuss and with minimal...
2 sheets of card.
Yeah, minimal card, that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to head back to Ben, and then we're going to do some colouring in, stamping and colouring.
Absolutely brilliant. Loads of you saying that you're absolutely loving this craft along, loving the basket. It's so pretty, says Karen Scannell on YouTube. And again, once you've got kind of the idea and the measurements, then there's no reason why you then can't choose to, change up your cardstock, change up your papers, and make these little baskets for like maybe Easter time, or make these at Christmas as well. So once you've got the idea, you can do this at any time, which is just brilliant. Lots of love for the candy corn tasting coming in. And Caroline just saying, I'm so making this box, but here you go, but we'll use my Christmas papers. Loads and loads of great inspiration for you here. We'll get back to the craft along in just a second. We do have the gilding wax collection on the show for you as well. I can only think of maybe a couple of occasions when we've had the full collection available. Normally this sells out as fast as we get it, but we've got all 5 colours here. So if you want to jump in and grab this, you've got your 4 different colour golds. I mean, and again, what I would say about this, and you'll know if you've used gilding wax before, great particularly for highlighting different areas of your emboss. And also, if you're looking at this and thinking to yourself, well, there's not a huge amount within these, you only need a small amount to be able to create some beautiful effects. So the 4 colours that we've got on here, you've got your Empire Gold, which is this one here. You've then got your, I always get confused with these colours. That one is your Antique Gold. You've got, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, Renaissance, which is gorgeous. A bit more of a sort of coppery effect there. You've then got your Antique. And then lastly, I know the last one, your Silver Gold. So you've got all 5 of those included in that collection. As I say, it's normally that you'll be able to get 1 or a couple of these, but we've got 5 colours available for you there within this collection. £38.37 or $54.37 if you're a platinum member. Everybody's saving almost £12 or $17, and another 20% comes off if you are a platinum member. Khaki Blue on YouTube just saying the strips from the pumpkin die would be cute along the inside of the box too. And Sue also saying you could make a lovely Easter basket. Yeah, absolutely right. Using spring coloured paper filled with baby chocolate eggs. Loads of great ideas. Yes, the point here is makes a beautiful basket for your harvest festival, for your trick or treating, but change the papers, Christmas time, Easter time, springtime, whatever it might be. It's a really, really lovely idea. Right, I feel we're kind of into the home straight with this now, aren't we?
So next we're going to take our stamp set. So the stamp set we're using is the pumpkin patch. It's a great one to use, and what I really like about this one is straight away it has elements that you can cut out easily enough. Now I know there's other ones in the collection that you've got dies with them, but not the pumpkins, and because I wanted to make this into a Thanksgiving, I wanted to just trim them out ourselves. So what I am going to do is we're going to take the big and the small pumpkin. I've got my stamping platform. If you have got a just a a stamping mat. Just use that, that's absolutely fine, and then you can do them each one at a time. But I'm just going to do them all together. And I'm also going to bring in this one here, because what I actually wanted was the leaves out of this. I didn't want the whole embellishment, I just wanted the leaves. So let's pop these alongside, and the pumpkin, because I want 2 of these ones, and then we're going to stamp those down. So let's just move these magnets up.
Is it easy to grow pumpkins?
I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that when they start to grow, or maybe before they grow, you put straw around them, don't you?
Oh,
and
yes.
Is that to protect? I don't know if it's protect them, or I'm not really sure what the straw's for.
Oh, is it stop? Oh, it's to stop the slugs, is it?
Oh,
Oh,
because
that's what Charlotte's saying.
So why don't they put straw
around
around
everything.
other things like cabbages and things? Because you do get them on there, don't you?
Let us know if you're a pumpkin grower. I know we've got a few people who grow pumpkins.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let us know how you grow a pumpkin and if they're easy to grow. Perhaps we should have a pumpkin growing competition next year and grow a pumpkin. Not that I've got anywhere to grow a pumpkin. Can you grow a pumpkin in a pot?
It'd have to be a big
That
pot,
might
wouldn't
be
it?
Well, yeah, but you get those big barrow ones, don't you? You know, like the barrow's not a word, is it?
Like a
Barrow.
big wheelbarrow?
No, not a wheelbarrow, like a barrel, half a barrel,
Oh,
like
yeah.
where they cut them and
Or
you've got
do
those
they
big
do,
pots.
because you know how you can get like, I'm trying to think of an example now, but you can get like miniature things, can't you? Do you know what I mean? Can you get seeds to grow like miniature pumpkins? Because you always think of like pumpkins
Well, it's
being...
not a competition if I'm growing a miniature one.
No, but you, but you were saying about not having enough room to grow a pumpkin.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. Give me like the losing pumpkin
and I'll have
straight
these
away.
mega-sized pumpkin seeds. No, what I meant is you said you don't have enough room to grow them. So I was just thinking, you know, if you did,
Well, in the ground, I mean, I'd have a pot.
Oh,
Probably could grow it in the ground, actually.
isn't it a bit too late though now to surely?
Well, not now. I was thinking, next year.
year.
Yeah, Wendy, tell us all the information, and then we will see what we can do, won't we? See if we can. We haven't got no dirt or anything around the building. We could grow pumpkins around the building, couldn't we?
I've seen a bit of dirt around the building outside, to be honest with you.
Last bit of dirt.
We should have our own little crafters allotment. Can you imagine? That'd be great, wouldn't it? Pop round to the allotment in break
I don't
times.
think we'd get time for that.
What's that, Johnny? Can't even look after the lawn in the
Oh,
house.
that's really funny. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, we do need a bit of a trim. You know what? You've lucked out because we've just had new blinds fitted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
What?
very nice.
What, in the...
In the living room.
Are you joking me?
No,
What, like are the ones that...
no, we've got roller blinds, believe it or not, and they look amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did Joe put those up?
No, yeah, you're laughing. Yeah, Joey's not Mr. DIY, is he?
Did you see my curtain... sorry, everyone, I'm boring everyone with this. Did you see my curtain rods, as you call them, that I put up at home?
No, I haven't. Have you shown some of your house, have you?
I put it on my Facebook page, yeah, but we bought the curtain rods from... I mean, we got them from... Anyway, we went out and bought them, and then we were chatting about sort of getting someone in to do it, and then Laura kind of coerced me into... Because I've got the tools, all the gear, but no idea, that's me normally. But we did it, drilled holes, put the little roll plugs in, put them up, and 3 weeks later, they're all still hanging.
Oh,
Mr.
very
DIY.
good.
I've built wardrobes, I've built bedside cabinets. Yeah. I'm
very jealous. My friend has a partner, and he is amazing. Like, does everything.
Yeah.
He's done, and honestly, it's so incredible. And the simple things please me, but the thing that he's done is a radiator cover, but it opens, and it's got a row inside to hang your washing on.
That's clever.
And then you can pull it back, and your washing still stays in there in the heater. How amazing is that?
It's
and
great.
he built it all around it.
I'm not at that level. I've just hung up some curtain poles.
Didn't know anyone was. But Right, let's do a bit of colouring. So you need 2 of these sprays here. We're only going to colour the 4 leaves that we've got in here, or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves. And then we've got our pumpkins here that we're going to give a colour into. Now I did state on there about the burnt orange pen, which I used at home, but I haven't got my pens here and I can't find the Tri-Blush in the studio. But the great thing about the Tri-Blush is you can get extra colours in them, so you can use whatever you want on them. So I'm going to start off with the orange blend. So let's start off with our light colour. So we're just going to have a nice bit of colouring now to get these done. If you wanted to leave a bit of light shade into your pumpkin, just create what I've just done, almost like a fish shape, where you can sort of leave that light source, and then you can sort of come around there, and then you'll find that you'll get that shade in. So just popping that in. I'm doing a little bit at a time.
Pumpkins grow along a vine, so you get several off one plant. The straw keeps the moisture off the bottom to prevent rot, says Pam.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense because they're so big, aren't they? And Rebecca says you can grow them in the pot, but you would need somewhere for the vine to go. And Khaki Blue saying in a pot, just let the vines trail outside the pot onto the ground.
Oh, okay. So it is possible.
It is possible.
And when do you start? How long do you, do you start from a seed? Do you buy baby pumpkins?
Well, yeah, you buy. Don't you just buy the pumpkin seeds?
I don't know. I know
and when do you start
nothing.
growing them? Can you let us know, please? I love the fact that we've got so many pumpkin experts on the show today.
Yeah, I'm really interested.
I definitely want to do that. We used to grow a few vegetables at our old house, some sort of more successfully than others. We grew like beans. What else did we grow? Like courgettes, zucchinis. We could never grow tomatoes though. We found tomatoes quite difficult to grow.
Oh, I always thought they were quite easy.
Oh, were they? Ours, well, yeah, you got to have a greenhouse, but I don't know whether ours would always like shrivel quite quickly. What? That's so funny. Just shrivelly. I don't know whether it was too hot in there or something. But courgettes we could do, and beans, like the runner beans. Just popped in a while at work, says Helen Montgomery. I heard Debbie giggling and it made my day. Probably laughing at me with my lack of knowledge on growing vegetables.
Do you know what's really funny? That I think people think other people make me laugh, and last night I think everyone realised I make myself laugh.
She's doing it now, look.
I did some really silly things yesterday.
Did you?
Do you know, like I was doing the foil press,
yes,
and there was a light on the foil press at one time, and it was sparkly, so I was trying to pick it off. I thought a gem had fallen on it. I realised it was actually the on and off light that had gone green. I was trying to pick it off.
It's not like you've not used that machine a zillion times before.
I think it was because, well, I've never used it over there, Ben, and the lights just made it look shiny, like a gemstone.
Oh.
So.
She's having again, look. Right, making herself laugh. Plant seeds for pumpkins, says Donna.
Plant seeds, oh yes.
When do you plant them though?
Yes, when.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Any sort of soil.
How cool is because normally, so Halloween's getting bigger over here, and if you've got kids of a certain age, like I have, they always want to make their own pumpkins. But then, I mean, I'm quite busy, obviously, but I usually leave it a little bit late to get the pumpkins, and you go to the supermarket, and then the pumpkins you get
There's a shortage, rubbish. Isn't there?
What?
There's a pumpkin shortage.
Is there?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, even less chance of me getting a pumpkin.
Is that because we've had too much rain this year?
Oh, I don't know.
Because if it's to stop the bottoms from rotting, it could be they're getting soggy bottoms.
You can buy the plants, says Jeffrey. Easy to plant seeds. Plant after the last frost in mid-May. That's when you plant them.
Oh, so they're not actually done too early. I thought they would be earlier to grow bigger. And what makes a good big pumpkin? Why do people have little ones and big ones?
Oh, well, I don't know the answer. Do you grow the big ones because you want to make them into jack-o'-lanterns? Or I don't know. Or do you? I don't know. Oh, obviously, pumpkin pie in the US, isn't there? And pumpkin soup. Is that a thing?
Pumpkin soup?
Must be pumpkin
You
soup.
have
must be a
pumpkin
thing.
cake, don't you?
Huh?
Pumpkin cake?
Pumpkin cake?
Yeah.
Don't know about that.
Or pie. Pumpkin
pie?
Oh, did you?
We said that a minute ago.
I was concentrating colouring, guys, on my pumpkin.
Celia says, Cecilia, I've had volunteer pumpkins come up. What does that mean?
Volunteer. Ones that you've not, so they've probably grown from seeds of other pumpkins, maybe?
The kids carved pumpkins outside on the deck, and the next year pumpkins grew all by themselves.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, because that happens with a lot of plants, don't it? Where
Weeds in my house.
Where the birds... Oh, yeah, because that's the trouble with new build, isn't it? You have to start from scratch.
Yeah. Trouble with new builds. Ants getting in your house. Spiders. Weeds. Conkers.
Cracks in the walls.
Cracks in the walls. Windows that don't shut.
Yeah, what'd you go for a new
Curtain
house
poles
for?
falling down because some dodgy bloke came and put them up. I mean, I don't know why I bought one, to be honest with you. Should have stayed in Buckinghamshire.
Is it nice being in a new build?
Oh, I love it. I do love it. There's a few bits and pieces. Obviously, like, the new build, you have to wait for the bits. There's like snagging and stuff, little bits and pieces that need to be sorted. But it's great. It's just nice to have a home that you can actually call your own, rather than paying money to somebody else's.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely, absolutely.
I feel very grown up at the grand old age of 25, and now I own my own house. Who just laughed around there? There's Michelle sat over there. I heard that.
Oh,
Yeah.
different person. That's weird. How long has Michelle been there?
She just
I thought Lily was there.
Lily left about an hour ago.
She didn't.
She's been gone ages.
Well, I've
Michelle
never
was.
noticed that.
Hello, Michelle. You've
Is
been in there for
Lily
about
in with
15
you?
minutes, haven't you? Yeah. Michelle's been in there ages.
Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle. That's because I've been busy.
Oh yes.
You know, some of us have work.
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
You know what's nice about eating those sweets? I've still got the taste of them in my mouth, but they're very moorish because
They
I want some more.
Well, have some. You got them there.
I know, I've got them right in front of me, but I'm trying to be really good. I think I can't talk and eat sweets.
Debbie says pumpkin cake, pumpkin pie,
Yeah,
pumpkin
pumpkin
bread,
cake.
pumpkin coffee cream, pumpkin coffee, pumpkin cookies. Just a few of them to use as a pumpkin. So cake, pie, bread, coffee cream, coffee,
Wow.
cookies, pumpkin spice latte, Charlotte's just said. So, I mean, seriously. Mosby's pumpkin farm next year.
We're coming round for a pumpkin tea, lad.
Aye.
I nearly called you lass then.
Lass. Pumpkin pie, says Laurie. I finally learned how to make pumpkin pie from pie pumpkins and not canned pumpkin a couple of years
You
ago.
get canned pumpkin. Well, I didn't even know that.
The cans are like this big. It's pumpkin everything right now in the US, says Erin Walter
Yeah,
on
I
Facebook.
suppose.
Pumpkins, wow.
I don't think it still took off too much here, has it?
Well, you never see pumpkins any other time here in the
No, you
supermarkets, apart from this time of the year when people use them
Yeah.
for carving. People really just do you have them all? Well, you can't have them all year round in America because you only grow them in May till October time, don't you? November time. But you probably have them more in the supermarkets than we do because we don't. But maybe we should. I'm going to make some pumpkin soup this year. I've decided, and I'll bring some in for you guys.
I've had pumpkin pie before, and that was really nice. But apart from that, I've not really eaten anything.
Pumpkin soup would be a bit. I bet pumpkin tastes a bit like squash, like butternut squash.
Do you think?
Yeah, I bet it's that sort of taste. And I make a nice spicy butternut squash soup.
You do?
I make a lot of soups.
Oh, do you?
So my favourite things to do, like sort of autumn, winter time, I like to make soups. I'm gonna start making some soups and bring some down for you guys. Now I'm closer. Charlie, do you not like soup? Oh, but you're brilliant that you just said you were like, oh, brilliant. I'll bring some soup down.
Well, it's not the most... Well, actually, I say that.
You haven't
soups
tried my
can be
soup?
no, I haven't. You've never bought us any.
Huh?
You've never bought us any.
Well, I know because normally I make it and then I eat it all. And
Well, it's no good saying, well, you haven't tried mine when you haven't bought us any.
no, but I'll bring some now. I'm only around the corner. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, yeah. Yes, you can.
Katie says, I just popped on and I see the tri-blends. Can you talk excuse me, can you talk about the difference between the Illustrator versus the Tri-Blends? I'm looking for info to help me choose which one to invest in.
So who was this?
This is Katie.
Katie. So Katie, what I would say is let us know if you are new to colouring. If you are new to colouring, then absolutely the Tri-Blend markers.
Yeah.
Because they teach you in their own system, because their own system being their own pen, which means you in any of the Tri-Blend, which is the ones with which are grey, and the Tri-Blend in the black. These are Tri-Blend brush. It means that you get a brush nib and then you've got a bullet nib on the black ones, but both of them do the same job, but this one has a softer feel to it. It's great for doing skin, it's great for doing hair, any sort of texture on animals, so think about what you want to colour in. For me, either one are great to use as first pens. If you are a colourist and can colour, I would say that you can go for both, and the Illustrator have a really high quality brush nib on them, which is probably worth more than the pen altogether, and it's really for advanced colorists. It's got that ink system in it that's going to really, you don't need to be taught how to use them, you will naturally be able to use them once you've learnt to colour.
So Tri-Blends to Illustrator then, really?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Well, no, I would say Tri-Blends to Classiques to Illustrators.
Okay.
Yes. And it's all about the different nibs and what they offer, but these just make it easy because you have 3 colours of the same colour. So like say we've got a green one here, I've got 3 colours where I can blend those colours in. So if I just do that, you can see that darker colour. If I go in then with the darkest one as well, I can add real highlight to that stalk, and then we can just then blend it all in with that lightest colour again, and you get that real definition even on a small amount. So, and it's in one pen, so you haven't got to worry which of the colour system you have to use. They're all in one pen for you, and I love that fact. I love the fact that you can just pick up a pen, colour, and it's done for you. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're good. So yeah, we're just gonna stay colouring in. So let us know. Hopefully you're all colouring in and getting your pumpkins and your leaves coloured. It's quite nice on a craft along to be able to just colour in for a little while.
Yeah, I know, and it gives everybody a bit of time to catch up, I suppose, too. I'm just salivating at the pumpkin suggestions coming in.
Oh, tell us
Pumpkin
more.
soup is good, says Rebecca on Facebook. Very similar to butternut squash. Yeah, so that would be tasty. I like to put a bit of spice in with my butternut squash soup as well, so like spicy pumpkin soup, that would be lush. Christine Mahoney, hi Christine, says, I make a great pumpkin roll.
Pumpkin roll?
It's a cake rolled up with cream cheese, vanilla,
nice.
and confectioner's sugar frosting inside.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh, there's lots of ideas here for...
That sounds like something someone's made up and it's just turned out fabulous.
Yeah, I love it so much. Thank you for all of the pumpkin suggestions coming through. I'm getting hungry now. I haven't brought anything for me tea either.
Well, you've only got to pop home. You've got 5 minutes up the road now.
I did actually go to the shop and get something in between shows because I've got my... Remember, I've got my thing to pop in the basket later on.
Your thing to pop in the basket? Oh, yes, yeah. In my basket. They're not going in my basket.
Aren't they?
No.
Oh.
No, not in my basket. Well, they can for all of 2 seconds.
Oh. I bought some eggs.
Yeah, it's very boring. Huh? And not the nice eggs, like the Easter eggs that you can put into baskets.
They're good little snacks, though, eggs. A couple of little eggs.
Yeah, I agree, but...
Good protein's good for you, isn't it?
Yeah, protein's very good for you, and eggs are full of protein. Well, actually, I think it's only the egg yolks, isn't it? The actual egg isn't good for you, is it? I don't think a whole egg, you should eat lots of whole eggs, because I think only the low fat-wise, I don't think they're low in fat.
Oh, I don't know.
Because you should, yeah, I think the, don't they tell you to take, is it, I can't remember which one it is now, but I think like when you use it, they say to take out. I think it's the yolk, because the yolk is...
What, just eat the egg white?
No, it must be the other way round, mustn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or am I just talking rubbish?
I've no idea.
Quite possibly.
Katie says, okay, I've got it. Tri-Blends to Classique, then Illustrator.
Yes.
So helpful. I will definitely start with Tri-Blends as I am not a colouring expert. Thank you.
Yeah, you will love them.
Yeah, you will. And very
Absolutely.
quickly, I think you will become a lot better than you imagined you would be able to become with a dry blends.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I agree.
and for holidays designs, I said, I want everything pumpkin flavoured now. I usually wait for the temps to break first.
Well, those sweets weren't pumpkin flavoured, they were fudge.
Fudge flavoured.
Fudge flavoured.
We really enjoyed those. For those of you who just
The
joined,
pumpkins.
Debbie's got some candy corn sweets over there, and the general consensus from our American friends was they're horrible, but we tried them, we love them. Even John gave them 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. Well, you guys can probably, well, I say you can have them, they're not my sweets to give away, but Debbie might share.
Just give them all away. You can all have some.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to be a bit quicker with this one because we want to sort of cut out, but we are on target for time. And the good thing is, if you are someone that's just a little bit slower at their colouring or wants to even take a bit more time, your box is done, so you can decorate that in any way you want, which is a really great way to have that finished project, and then you can carry on with your colouring. And then remember to send us in your pictures for later on.
Oh yes, we will show them at the start of Cartload. Lovely pumpkins there, Debbie. Very good.
Yeah, they look amazing, don't
Yeah.
they? I love them. I love these stamped ones because they've got a really nice space to colour in.
I love the little shine that you've given on the one, well, bottom right-hand corner now.
Yeah, it's just something to do a little bit different, isn't it? And that's just by you leaving white space. And you can leave white space, but then still go over after you finish your colouring. It works really well as well.
Our Rachel says, talking of eggs, I've heard of egg white omelette, if that helps.
Yeah, I have to check which it is, but they say to... It's like when you're on diets and things, they say to not use...
It is the egg white, because that's when you see, like in the Arnie movies, when he's like making his like shakes in the morning, he always cracks the egg with just the...
Just the egg whites
the
or
egg
the
white
yolks.
goes in, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, then drinks the lot. Ugh.
Yeah.
I love your colouring, Debbie, says Crafty Angie. These pumpkins look great. Yes, we're all agreed
thank
that they do
you.
look rather marvellous.
Right, there's our colouring. We could have done a bit more and blending that in, but actually I think we've done enough there to make them look fabulous. And then we're just going to cut them out. So I'm just going to trim each one, so it just makes it easier when it comes to cutting them out. And they're really easy. I love this one, and it's why I didn't want to colour all these little bits, because the last thing you want is to be cutting all of these little twigs and embellishments, and we don't really need them, because I actually wanted them because of their shape, because I thought they fitted really well around the handles. So let's take all that away and trim these out. So you can either be really fussy and go up to the black lines like I'm doing, or you could leave a bit of white space around, which is always quite nice. We should have got Sarah in to do the cutting. Her and Craig, they're like, so it's Sarah's scissor hand.
Oh yeah.
And Craig loves his fussy cutting.
Sarah's a bit busy at the moment, isn't she?
She is a bit busy, isn't she?
A little bit busy.
She's doing well by all accounts, isn't she?
I've been watching her Instagram posts.
I know,
And it all looks
she
to be
looks
going
incredible.
very well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't wait till Saturday.
I know. I'm not. I was supposed to be here Saturday, but I'm now not in Saturday.
Oh, how comes?
Well, because I wasn't supposed to be in today.
Ah, did you like sort of bargain with them?
Not really bargain. I just I sort of said I would cover today, and then Joe said, because he's back in tomorrow. He's fine, by the way, if you saw his post on Facebook, which is good news. So he'll be back in tomorrow, and then he just sort of said, well, as soon as you covered my Thursday, shall I do your Saturday? I was like, yeah, marvellous. Lovely jubbly.
That's nice.
So yeah, I get to watch Strictly on Saturday, and I believe it's a show where like normally everyone dances, but nobody. They get judged by the judges.
No one gets kicked out.
But no one gets kicked out in the first week. So
Which is how it should be.
Yeah.
All that work and effort to then go on the first one. That's like we have what you call the British Bake Off, the Great British Bake Off.
Oh yeah, that was on last night, wasn't
Well,
it?
I haven't watched it. I've got to catch up on it. So because I've been working, I haven't had time.
But someone's already been booted off after the first week.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just seems such a shame, all of that, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
Just gone. That dancing on ice used to be like that as well, the first week. All that effort going into that dancing, and then they kick someone off in the first week. Seems really unfair.
And that's the
and
thing,
no
isn't it? You
one
could have
wants
you could
to
have a bit of
be.
an off week, couldn't you? 1 week.
Of course.
Doesn't really give you time to prove yourself. I haven't seen Bake Off yet. It's one of those ones which we do enjoy as a family. I wonder if
Yeah, I love
recorded
it.
that. Was it a good one, Johnny? Was it? Don't say anything. Don't say anything. We haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
we haven't seen it. Got to
No
catch
spoilers.
up over the weekend.
No spoilers.
Got a nice weekend off as well, Ben.
Have you?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen too often, does it?
I'm actually going out with my girls, not my girls, my girlfriends.
Oh, yeah.
We're having a girly night, yeah,
What?
out.
Out?
Yeah, we're going
Way.
out.
What are you doing?
Just going for a meal and maybe some pubs. So, and then we
Maybe some
well,
pubs. I love that.
I
Go
got
for
a
me,
bit,
maybe.
I got a bit confused because there's 4 of us girls and they were all like, let's get together, we can go out now, and we were like, yeah, we can do Friday, we'll go out Friday evening. And then someone had then posted, my friend Tasha said, oh, who fancies this? There's an 80s do on, dancing. I was like, yes, out and dancing, can't be better. So we was like, she says, I'll get tickets. So she got tickets for all 4 of us. And then someone else then in the group then wrote, so what are we doing on Friday? And I was a bit let down because I thought we'd go dancing on Friday. I thought it was the 80s do. And it turns out that was a day in October.
Oh, that's not the 80s do. Is that in Aylesbury?
No, this is in Bury St Edmunds.
Oh, Bury St Edmunds.
Yes. Yeah, so which is good. We've still got that to look forward to. And then I said, oh no, because they all have to work around me, which is terrible because of my work schedule. They've all got normal daytime jobs.
Normal jobs.
Normal jobs, yeah.
9 to 5.
Yeah, exactly. So they all have to check in with me to when I'm at home and not working away. So we just decided that we would just go out for a meal and have a good catch up,
Wow.
good girly catch up.
Fab.
I haven't seen them all for ages, so that would be lovely.
Lots of you saying you love the Bake Off as well. Rosalind just saying, I love the Great British Bake Off, Debbie. Watch it on Netflix. And Rhonda says, I love that show. The Great British Bake Off is awesome. I tell you what is great, and I don't know if you've ever seen it, is the Junior Bake Off. That is so
Oh, it's amazing.
brilliant.
It is so amazing.
It's
You're
amazing.
in awe of them, aren't you, for their age?
It's amazing how great the kids are, because there's some kids on there like 7, 8 years
Yep.
old. But also, it's just hilarious because kids just
Yeah,
say
they
the
are
funniest
so
things,
funny.
and some of the stuff they come out with. And it's also funny for the fact that because some of them are so small, they can't. You know, when they put like their bakes in the fridge or whatever in the freezer,
Can't
the
reach.
amount of times you see them like reaching out for something, and it all like. I mean, it's not funny, but it is funny that it all goes on over the floor. Yeah, that's another great show to watch if you love Bake Off. Junior Bake Off, hilarious. Elizabeth wants to know on YouTube, Debbie, what paper are you using for the colouring, or what paper did you use?
I've actually used Nina cardstock.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use our white stamping card, which is ideal, but I always find that Nina cardstock is brilliant for your alcohol colouring. It's specifically made for that reason.
Yes.
So you can't get a better cardstock, but you do get really good results with stamping card as well.
If you have just joined us, don't forget you can rewatch this show back. Best thing to do is to subscribe to us on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch this show back. You'll be able to make your own little playlists. You'll be able to watch back, well, all of the shows that we've done. YouTube is the place to go. And of course, if you do subscribe, you'll get notifications of when we next go live. This show, I've really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the chit chat. I've enjoyed watching the craft along with our Debbie, but also it's just been great to have all of your interaction as well. I feel like I've learnt a lot about pumpkins particularly.
I know, that's the great thing about a craft along. We can actually take more time to be interactive, can't we?
Later on,
lovely.
it's kind of from one extreme to the other, because this
Yes.
is nice and laid back and relaxed and all kind of, nicey nicey. It is going to be mad from 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock
mad,
East
mad,
Coast.
mad.
Mad. We've got a big cartload. It's our end of the summer sale cartload with deals up to 70% off, mystery bags. We are so busy for that. And also, if you missed Wake Up Call earlier on, we have got a launch in cartload. Figure that one out.
I can't even figure that one out.
No, we're launching something new in cartload, and we're doing a deal where you buy 2 get 2 free on something new.
Oh my goodness.
I know, Debbie.
I genuinely don't know what that is.
Huh?
I don't know what that is.
Ah. Tune in. I was going,
I
listen
not
to me.
seen them?
Listen to me going. Tune in later to find out. You're on the show.
Oh.
Yeah. I wasn't even supposed to be here, and I know what it is.
Do you know what? Now I get, so Yes, I have read my poll and I've gone through everything, and I could not find these stamps on the website.
That'll be why.
And I kept thinking maybe they were just old and they're not on the website only as a whole thing.
No, it's new.
Oh, so I'm supposed to demo something. I don't even know what they are.
It's cartload. Not too many demos in the cartload anyway. It's fine. It's fast. It's furious.
So that's why. And then I went to look at them in our show pigeonholes, and it just said they're on cartload, so I couldn't even see them then. So, oh, that's good, isn't it? Right, so how are we doing for time? Wow, we're right up to the brink of time, aren't we? So we've got these all coloured in. What I'm doing is shaping the pumpkins. So if you just use your finger and thumb to give them a little shape, because what I like to do is put them round the corners, because instead of you can put them on the front, but I think it's quite nice to have them on those corners going round. So what I am going to use is our 3D glue gel. So I'm just going to grab mine out of the pot. And hopefully we've got no blockage today. No, we're all good. We had a blockage yesterday. But before I put them on, because I'm using the 3D glue gel, I am going to stick these on. Now these, because I wanted them curved, go right to this side. Look how pretty they look upside down. And they just really edge that handle going up. But I want to make sure I'm only gluing where it needs gluing. So I know these bits here don't need gluing. What you can do as well, just because I've seen that, let me bring in a scrap piece of card. I am going to colour those pieces in at the side, and they'll be the only pieces that are on show from the inside of the basket. So if you just colour them in, and then you haven't got to worry about them. And you don't want to colour everywhere, because you only want to colour exactly where you're going to see, and that'll just all blend in. You're not even going to notice them, but it's just those added little extras. And we'll do the same on this one, upside down. Where has that time gone?
It has absolutely flown by. I've had such a good time over the last nearly a couple of hours. Now is the time to be checking out your baskets as well, by the way. If you haven't yet done it, I'll remind you of everything that you can get in this collection before the end of the show. But yeah, £47.80 or $62.23 is the deal today, and it's everything that you'd want from this collection. The only thing you don't get, of course, is the 12x12 pad, which sold out, but you do get a 6x6 paper pad in there as well, which is just fantastic. I'm just having a little look through some of the other comments coming through. Everyone's still chatting about pumpkins, which is brilliant. Ben, says Violet, find a pumpkin roll recipe and you will have a new love.
A pumpkin roll recipe.
Oh yes. Lots of love for your fussy cutting as well, Debbie, actually.
Oh, thank you.
With people saying they wish they could fussy cut as well as you.
Oh, see, now I don't think I'm very good with scissors at all, so I have to really concentrate.
What is it? Move the object, not the scissors,
yes,
isn't it?
yeah, and I do try and do that, but it just takes me a little bit longer than some people with scissors. That's why I don't think I'm particularly very good with scissors.
Well, everyone thinks you did a grand job.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I will take that. So that's our corners put on, and then we'll use our 3D glue gel. So pop some on the biggest one right at the bottom. You can put as much or as little as you want to hold that around the sides. So popping that round, and then we're going to stack this one right in the top, so we've got both of them together. Put a little bit more on there and pop that onto there. So I'm not sure if we've got time. We might not have, no, I don't think we're going to have time to do the actual sign. So shall I bring this one in, or have we got time, do you think, to do it? It's just cutting and stamping.
We should be all right.
Yeah, so we've
got 9 minutes.
On. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because this is the demo of the show, so we don't need to do a vote or anything at the end of the show, so it's all
right. So
all
let's bring this in. It's just cutting it out. So we're going to cut this one out, and this is where our black cardstock comes into play. So I'm also going to use a bit of that orange that we had left over. So our orange cardstock. We're going to do our words in the orange. So just coordinate yours with whatever your cardstock that you used. And then we're going to cut this one out of a black piece of card. So let's just trim that one out.
Johnny. Johnny's just started singing pumpkin roll, pumpkin roll, pumpkin roll, pumpkin roll,
pumpkin roll. Hey, I love that. I think that should be our new one.
Good.
So foam on a roll is now pumpkin on a roll.
Pumpkin on a roll.
Oh, what am I doing?
I don't know, what are you doing? Josie says, hi Ben and Debbie, great show today, thank you. Love the colouring, and I received my Year of Craft issue 4 today.
Oh, fabulous.
And the lovely Platinum members free gift.
I've been hearing about these free gifts. Yes. Apparently, if you are a Platinum member and you've ordered something, we've been just sending free gifts out.
Since when? This last week
I think
or so?
just to the last couple of days people have been receiving them, yes.
What was the free gift, Josie? Let us know what the gift is. I did not know.
I think it's just a surprise.
Oh, is it? Oh,
surprise.
Okay. Surprise! Joy saying, Debbie, this is just fab. Isn't it fab? Hasn't this been a brilliant show? In it, listen to me. In it.
In it.
That's what my son says. In it.
In it. Down with the kids.
Well, yeah. In it.
Oh yeah, you're going to start talking all Geordie to me soon.
Probably not. I was saying today, I went to the gym with producer Erin's partner Diego.
Please don't give us the details.
No, I won't. I wasn't going to give you those details. The details I was going to give you though was there was 2 Geordie guys in there having a chat with each other. I have no clue what they were saying. That's no exaggeration.
I know you can't, can you?
Because I think when they talk to me, for example, people from up here, they tend to slow down a little bit. But when there's 2
when they're just talking, they're
talking
very
to each other,
quick.
no idea. I just, yeah. I mean, Johnny, it would have been useful to maybe have you there to sort of translate, but it was like, what? I just literally had no clue what they were talking about. It was so weird. You know, like when you go abroad or wherever, like the locals are chatting away. Yeah, no idea. So
they might as well speak another language.
They might as well speak another language. Yeah, so I don't think I'll be speaking any Geordie/Northern stuff to you anytime soon.
And all we're going to do is pop that
That's
just
great.
on the inside. There we go. I don't know why I was worrying about time.
No
I don't
time.
normally. And there we go. Our box completely done. What good timing was that? So having that gorgeous box, popping in your half-eaten sweets on the inside. But whatever you've got to do them. And what I love about this is the fact that you can use this for anything you want. So you come to grab the sweet. Oh no, look, you know what he's come to do? Go on then, Ben.
My eggs.
Mind the front. That's his tea. It fits.
Yes.
So if you do want to have some boiled eggs to give to somebody, you never know, someone might like their boiled eggs. They will fit in there as they literally are, 2 boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. They fit. And there you go. So remember, if you haven't got this collection, it's a great collection to go for. But if you want to use something else, these ones you can make in whatever colour. All you need is a 12 by 12 cardstock and A4 cardstock. And you can make this 1 sheet of each and you're done.
Seriously, what a brilliant show. And do make sure you put something in your basket more exciting than boiled eggs. That's so random, isn't it? Right, get this collection now. Get this collection because, yes, you've got a 2-hour craft along to go with all of the goodies that you're going to get. It should be almost £90 or $115. Everyone saves that $28.13 or $36.61, $59.75 or $77.79. And Joy has just said, Ben, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I love that. I love that. I have done, haven't I? £47.80. What are you done with them?
No, I just eaten them. They were yummy.
£47.80 or $62.23 if you're platinum. So you're going to get your 6x6 papers, which are stunning. And then let me rattle through it because I realise we are running out of time a little bit here. You've got your thanks die and stamp set. So again, you can create your own sentiments with this. Thanks with grateful thanks. Thanks for everything you do. Thanks is appreciated more than you could know. Then you've got your stencil, your scattered leaves. On top of that, beautiful autumnal foliage embossing folder. We've got dies in here. I love that round wood slice. So super simple, but just so very different. Love the fact that we've got all the detail of the rings of the wood in there, which just look great. You've then got all of your foliage. So you've got your Hallow Autumn leaves. You've then got your skeleton leaves included, 3 dies there, and then the gorgeous mushrooms, which are your forest toadstools. Stamps galore in here, of course. You want all those sentiments, so heartfelt wishes with things like autumn greetings. Lots of Thanksgiving stamps included in here as well, particularly on that thankful and blessed stamp set too. More stamps in the form of that autumnal tree, which is great for doing all of your layering effects, so you can, well, make that look like any tree you want it to look like, really. Your pumpkin patch, again, 6 more stamps in that little collection, or 5, I should say, to create your own little pumpkin patch. Then you've got your falling leaves embossing folder and stencil, and then lastly is your Harvest Festival. Again, a lovely collection of stamps and dies to be able to create your own little wheelbarrow full of harvest goodies. 6x6 paper pad as well, £47.80 is platinum, or $62.23. Make sure you check out your baskets and grab this deal. Items are, of course, available for you individually as well, should you wish to go that way. But certainly check out your baskets after the show. What a brilliant show. If you have been crafting along with us as well, by the way, do send in your pictures, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we'll get those shown at the start of Cartload a little bit later on. Details for you there at the bottom of the screen. But Debbie, thank you so much. I've loved that show. It's been brilliant.
Yeah, it's been lovely. I always love a craft along, so thank you for joining us and crafting along today.
Excellent stuff. I tell you what, it is going to be a different level. Next Gear. Coming up from 7 o'clock tonight. It is our end of summer sale Cartload special. 2 hours of deals that you won't believe. We have got mystery bags, and when I say we've got mystery bags, we have only a few mystery bags remaining. Loads of you bought them earlier on. Not everyone is going to get their hands on them, but make sure you get yours. It's basically worth over £100, over $130 for £30 or $40. More details on that to come later on. We've got a launching Cartload as well, and deals with up to 70% off. We're going to go and get ready for that, and we'll see you back here in 2 hours time for what is going to be an amazing Cartload. Bye for now.